So my name is Baint. I'm an entrepreneur, YouTuber, I guess. I just started my channel like recently this year. Have been doing content for a long time. I've grown and sold a couple businesses, kind of in the process of building up another one right now. Really, my main goal at the moment is to continue building that business, but also with like the YouTube and the content side of things. Really, just to be kind of that like older brother figure that I didn't really have growing up and continue to use kind of my life experience, not only in business, men's health, and relationships and stuff like that, and kind of just pass that along and pay it forward and try to help the younger guys and just be a good influence and role model to some of the dudes that could potentially use that because I think that our youth right now is in a weird situation where they don't really know what the fuck to look up to, or they don't really have solid role models and people that are giving them good game and advice. So to contribute to that and kind of relay a lot of the information that I've got from older guys that have helped me a lot, and also just life experience, I think is really what I'm trying to do at the moment.
Sounds good, man. Can you share what it is that you're doing for business stuff?
Yeah, so I run a digital marketing agency,
Okay.
and I don't really want to go into the specifics of what industry I'm in because a lot
Mm,
of people are in the same kind of field, and I don't
yeah.
want a bunch of like competition to swap over to that. But
Yeah.
I help bigger home service based companies basically with their advertising, with their websites, stuff like that.
Okay. And then, hey man, you say you started this year, man. I checked out your channel, so you already like on the go. I see you like trying to be consistent already.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I've done YouTube for a long time. I
Okay.
actually had like a gaming channel back when I was in like I don't know, fifth or sixth grade. So I've always been making content. I probably had a period of time of like 5 years where I was making a lot of music. I wanted to be like an artist, and I got into music production, audio engineering, and creating
Okay. Okay.
content and music videos. Um, so yeah, I've always kind of had that like creative aspect and have been really into like making content and stuff like that. So even though I started like this YouTube channel relatively recently, like I kind of know what it takes to be successful on the platform, and that consistency and the improving of content over time is something that it was kind of just easy to jump into. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of take it serious straight off the rip.
Yeah, that's real good, man. Because yeah, I've seen like the pattern, like you have consistent, like with your views and the time you're laying everything down. So it's pretty much like you said, like sounds like you already know what the get down is.
Yep. Yep.
So real quick, man. First question we're gonna be so you got the new people in here, which would be people finding what it is, finding who is going to inspire them online. Like obviously, you can Google anything nowadays, and YouTube's going to drop a content creator in your lap. It's going to be like, this is the content, this is my experience, this is why you should listen to me. Like for your coming from your experience, somebody's 18, 21 searching, already has a car, basic stuff, living at home, but still don't know what they want to do, whether it's school, some trade school things, following their friends, obviously killing time after work and just doing just hangout shit, nothing productive. What are your three
Mm.
first steps to just positioning yourself for like better life?
For one, cut out toxic habits and people.
Mm,
If you're still smoking weed, bro, if you're still drinking with friends, you're still partying, you're doing that kind of shit, if you I mean, you have to prioritize what you want out of your life, right? And you have to recognize and understand that certain things are going to lead to you getting more opportunities and your growth and your evolution as a person and as a man, and kind of steer you more in the direction that you want to go. And then there's going to be certain things, certain habits, hobbies, activities, people that hold you in the same place that you're currently at. So I'd say step number one is definitely to eliminate toxic shit first. A
mm,
lot of guys, and myself included, are like, oh, bro, look at all these like positive habits. I could read books and go to the gym and do this
mm.
other shit. You'll gain so much more just by eliminating the negative things that are holding you back first, instead of thinking you're going to flip this switch and all of a sudden be this super positive, productive, person that's just like biohacking and going to the
Yeah.
gym and reading books and doing all this other shit. People don't flip the switch like that. So getting rid of the negative things that are holding you back is step number one. Step number two is throw your ego to the side and start looking for things as opportunities. And there's so much stuff that's out there, but a lot of people are like, oh, bro, I don't want to go be a plumber or an electrician. That's like not a cool job.
Mm,
I want to run an online e-commerce store. I want to run like a drop shipping store. I want to fucking do Amazon FBA, or, lease, rental, exotic cars.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a million different ways to skin the cat, and a lot of the things that have led to me finding actually really solid opportunities, bro, I had to take this detour route that was nothing like the path I thought was going to take me to where I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there's guys out there right now that are passing up a lot of good opportunities because it's not the cool thing to
Mm,
do.
okay.
So there are so many things out there where, like, bro, you could be gaining experience in a trade or a craft, earning really solid money, and then also getting like insider experience. Like what I do right now with the marketing stuff,
Mm,
bro, I worked in the industry that I work with. I ran a business in the industry that I'm working with.
mm,
And all of those skill sets kind of compounded, and literally all I did was just keep climbing the ladder. I went from working for a business to owning and running the business to now helping other people grow and scale their
mm,
businesses. So really just getting into some field, some, lane, and riding that out and just climbing the ladder sometimes can be a good strategy. And I've bounced around a lot, bro. I've tried a clothing brand. I tried to make
okay.
music and like rap and shit. I've made content, bro. I started the e-commerce stores, bro. I've done
Mm,
everything. You know what I mean? I bounced around a lot just trying to figure things out.
okay.
But, honestly, the best move that I made was like getting into an industry, sticking with it, learning everything about it, and then kind of just like slowly climbing the ladder within that. So I know that's kind of a long-winded answer, but to get back to the main question, I would say, don't be turning down opportunities
Mm,
because it's not the cool thing to do. There's a lot of really great things that you could be doing out there to make money and learn shit. Um, but you might have to sacrifice, the cool factor, your ego a little bit. So
okay. Yeah, I
I
see
think
what
a
you're
lot
saying
of
about the
guys,
whole like things that's not cool. Like you're saying, like everybody wants to be their own boss, their own CEO now, just because it looks cool, but they don't want to understand the traits and what it takes to actually succeed in that field. I understand. I get what you're saying with that. Um, can you name
yeah.
something real quick? I don't know. Give me two things that something that's most commonly toxic that people don't want to let go of. Like, for instance, a lot of people don't understand the people around them, like the friends and surroundings and stuff like that. Like the people they affiliate with could be toxic, and they don't want to let go of them. Just maybe, would you say guilty by association and just guilty because like they're loyal to default, probably?
Yeah. So the question is basically like, what are two things that people should be letting go that they're not, or like they're hesitant
Yeah,
to
yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever reason?
That they don't want to let go.
Yeah. The big ones for me were drinking and smoking.
Mm,
I never drank a ton, but I still kind of like wanted to be around the people that were like partying and shit. Cause
mm,
again, it was
okay.
like the cool thing to do, right? But bro, I was a huge fucking stoner.
Mm,
And that took a lot of, me figuring out like, yo, if I want to actually make something out of myself in life, like, and dude, I'm not trying to say like if you smoke weed, you're a bad person, you're never gonna be successful, shit like that. But
yeah.
for me personally, like, dude, I have a super addictive personality. So any substance or any, external thing that like pulls my attention or, could fuck up my priorities,
Mm,
that's something that I have to like take an approach of abstinence with. So for me, it was cutting out drugs and alcohol.
okay.
And kind of with that, once that left, bro, the people that were also associated with that,
Mm,
like I lost a lot of friends in that process too. You know what I mean? Because typically those people that you're doing that stuff with, some of them might actually be your friends, but some of them are just like your smoking buddies. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Okay.
So it sucks to lose people like that. And I think that that's something that definitely holds dudes back is um not necessarily like the emotional connection, but the personal connection that you feel like you're abandoning people
Yeah.
or like you're leaving them, dry or whatever. But dude, if you want to really make something of yourself, you have to be selfish sometimes. And it's hard. It really is. But
Mm,
at the end of the day, you only live once, bro. And you want to look back at this later on and be like, damn, if I had just like tried that thing or cut those people off and did me for a little bit. It's the uncomfortable thing to do. It's the hard thing to do, but a lot of times that's what leads to the best opportunities, and it's the right thing to do as well.
mm.
So
Okay. Very good
yeah.
answer.